what I'm doing for the past year. Now, for the journalists to say I'm sitting at home and doing nothing is disturbing.
Is this a position that you took up willingly on your own account? Were you coerced in one way or another?
Look, in any organization, private sector and government, when you have to be assigned a job, there's negotiation, there's consultation process that takes place. Now, you'll remember that in 2012, when I was acting at the time, when the National Commissioner came in, I had the engagement with her with regard to my placement in organization. So there was this offer that was given to me, which is a great opportunity for me that is going to help me as a manager, because for most of my life I've been in the operational environment, and this is helping me to understand other aspects of management, because you'll understand the organization, the SAP is a big organization. You have to manage resources of the organization, you have to manage budget of the organization. So being involved with facility management was one of the opportunities that I'm getting in the organization to empower myself with regard to my leadership capabilities and improve my management skills.
You seem to be quite highly regarded and revered in the security community. Do you think that your expertise are best utilized in this current position as in facilities? And I'll tell you why I say this, because a number of career policemen have lamented the fact that they have to now submit under someone who perhaps is great at administration and was great in her previous capacity, but is not a police officer who knows what happens with rank and file. So do you think that you are best utilized in that role, number one? And number two, are you saying unequivocally that you have no issues or agenda with Commissioner Ria Pierre?
You know, what I want to make it clear that everyone needs to understand is that mostly in the organization, such as the SAPS, you work until you reach the age of 60. That's where you retire. Now, I'm far away from 60. I'm 42 years. Now, I've been, for the past 22 years, I've been in the SAPS, I've been in the operational environment. And what everybody needs to understand is that within the SAPS, there are different fields. The operational field that I was involved with is not necessarily the field that other police officers are involved with. For instance, I cannot claim to be a detective because I've never been a detective in my life. I've been within the high-risk operations environment. So doing what I'm doing now, it's only helping me to understand the broader management of the SAPS. Now, in 5 years' time from now, I can easily say that I will understand both environments from the operational side and from the support environment of the SAPS, and that only empowers me as a manager.
The mutiny allegations against Commissioner, I should say, Ria Pierre?
I don't know what is the agenda that is out there between whoever is writing the story towards the National Commissioner. I just want to make it clear that I'm not part of any of those things that have been said. Now, I'm here as a divisional commissioner. I'm supporting what the National Commissioner has tasked me to do. Fortunately, she does trust me. That's why she gave me the opportunity and accepted the opportunity that I was given. And I'm doing what is expected of me to do. You know, we've recently driving a frontline service delivery project of where I'm more responsible for looking after the well-being of the stations in our facilities where we are operating from, whereas some of our colleagues are responsible for the skills of the officials that are working there. We have to make sure that we deliver a good atmosphere for the citizens of this country to come and lodge the complaints and get assistance from the SAPS. Now, if I don't know what's happening within that environment, or if I'm not willing to be involved with that, I certainly would not have accepted the appointment there. I have accepted the appointment and I'm doing the job. So if I didn't, I'm sure I would have perhaps resigned or left the organization.
Is there a leadership crisis in the SAPS, in your opinion?
From my opinion, I don't think so. I'm the leader in my environment. Different leaders are appointed in different environments. So if a specific environment there's leadership issues, and I'm sure that's an issue that needs to be addressed between whoever is appointed as a leader there and the National Commission. So from where I am in the environment that I'm working at, I don't have any issues.
Let's speak a little bit more about your current position now and the frontline service delivery that you did allude to in one of your answers. What are you doing as a whole to not only change the image of police and what we've seen of late from our SAPS, but also to make sure that work is being done on the ground, services for ordinary South Africans and also working conditions for the police?
From the facility point of view, you'll understand that the service delivery points for the SAPS are police stations. So we need to make sure that police stations it's a friendly environment for the community that you are servicing. It's easily accessible to the community that you are serving. And it's in good condition for the employees that are working there. You know, you'll remember that in the past, whatever infrastructure that we've rolled out to provide services to the community is not necessarily acceptable to serve the entire community. For instance, there's some challenges with regard to other environments where there are restrictions with regard to the accessibility of people with disability. Now we have to try and improve on that and make sure that all our citizens are able to get assistance in the police station, as well as our employees that are working there. They have good working conditions that they can be proud of, and we should encourage them to come to work and be able to perform the work the best way that they are trained to do.
And it's quite a hefty budget that you have. Do correct me. I believe it's in the region of billions. You can give me the exact figure. How do we measure success as ordinary South Africans to say, you know what, now we know based on the timeline that what you have promised has come to pass? How do we measure success and how much exactly is that budget?
The fortunate part within facility management, we deal with projects specific. We have a budget of about 4.3 billion rand that we are managing within the facility environment. So there we need to make sure that we deliver infrastructure on the capital side. We have to make sure that there's maintenance that happens in our facilities. And we also do have our lease facilities that we have to lease for our members to operate from. So with all that, the budget goes to service all those environments within the SAPS.
All right, so the reason why we brought you here, first and foremost, I want to have it on record officially. You are now saying that unequivocally you have got nothing to do with this mutiny allegations against Commissioner Ria Piecha. Some might say there's no smoke without fire. So I want to hear it from you so we can get that as a soundbite, whether or not you are fully behind Ria Piecha.
As a Lieutenant General in the South African Police Service, as a Divisional Commissioner, Facility Management, I've heard a lot of people talking about me and for the past few years. And what they fail to understand is that being in the SAPS, nobody voted for me to get here. Now, I applied for a post and I get appointed to get to a position that I'm in. And whatever issues that people will have with the National Commission, and they will be citing management. Well, there's quite a lot of us within the management of the SAPS. But I'm not one of those people, perhaps, that they are referring to that has got agendas. I do not have any agenda against anybody. And I want to make it clear and put on record that whoever might want to suggest that I would be a better person to be working on any job, being it operational environment or whatever, nobody can decide for my future. And nobody can vote me into any position. So I'm going to be accepting any position willingly. So if I do not have any interest to take any post, I will never take it. So nobody should talk on my behalf. I'm an individual, and I think I can defend myself on that.
All right. So you're for the commissioner? I
am supporting the management, the current management in the police, and I believe that whoever the leadership of the police that is there, I will continue supporting them.
Lieutenant General, a huge pleasure. Thank you so much. I had to have that so that I don't misquote you, as you allege that some of the other media houses have throughout the course of the weekend. So we have it on record there. Lieutenant General mkhwanazi, he is the SAPS Divisional Commissioner, Facility Management. I thank you once again. Of course, in the news over the weekend as well, we heard utterances from Police Commissioner Ria Piecha talking about her views on the Farlam report, which she said that, more emphasis should also be placed on the days leading up to the Marikana incident, and then saying that the lives of the 10 people who died prior to the some have called massacre also matter and are also important, perhaps as a topic for another day as well. But thanks to you, Lieutenant General, and thank you for having watched and having joined us. A quick ad break. Morning Live will